Evening, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earth Watch on Saturday, June 10, 2023 on our planet. I hope you're all well. So this evening, I want to go through a number of those different satellite services that some of us use, which are available. I've been using some of these for many, many years. Now, I want to start off with College of DuPage NextLab Satellite and Radar. Now, this is more for the amateurs. Now, NextLab and Satellite and Radar does not give you pinpoint locations, no coordinates, etc. This is more just for the stunning visualizations. So if you're going to be using it, left side column, make sure to set your number of frames to 200. You can use natural color, fire, true color, natural color. You can also use visible, red, shortwave, infrared, etc. There is no zooming capabilities. It's either localized close up, pick one of your locations, sub-regional, etc. So let's just go through a couple of the features. First, so on the bottom you have your date and time stamp. Now this is in UTC hours, so you have to know how many hours to minus from UTC depending on your location. If you're on the West Coast, you minus 7 hours. Now, you can set it to run automatically. You see some fires here in Alberta. You can also do it manually. I'm sure you've seen this before. So you can do it manually. Now, unfortunately, this does not show you the exact time a fire starts up. So you have very, very limited options and features on NextLab, Satellite, and Radar. Now, before I leave this one, I can tell you right now, folks, when it comes to these fires starting simultaneously, now simultaneously is within, one moment please, so this is from 1520 to 1 moment. So it's about 16 hours worth. Now, I used to use this years ago, and I can tell you in my library, I have a great many examples of fires starting up what seems to be simultaneously. I have many examples for southern Manitoba, Interlake regions, northern Saskatchewan, Alberta running into Montana, British Columbia, Washington, running into Washington State, Idaho, Washington State, and Sutter Buttes, California, Yuba City. Many examples. I never did hear any reports of terrorists lighting fires or laser beams from space. Let's carry on. Next. So this is NASA Worldview. Now, I use about 3 during my daily checks in the morning and throughout the day. If you want to use NASA Worldview, you can add on whichever layer that you like. You have many options. vegetations, others smoke, flumes, floods, droughts. Me, I just stick with fires and thermal anomalies. Now, I don't want to add too much. Now, the one good thing about the NASA feeds, so this is Cabo Verde. Now, all you got to do is get close enough, click on the dot, and it will give you the exact latitude, longitude, the heat, brightness in Kelvin, acquisition time, etc. Now, I've been doing this for a year, so let's go through all these heat signatures and heat anomalies. Now, I can identify 90 to 95% of these as not a concern. Now, one reason why I'm doing this video is I've seen a few posts of people getting all excited about these so-called fire maps. Folks, they're not all fires, all right? Yes, of course, the Congo, you're going to have a lot of bushfires. Yes. India, obviously, you're going to have a lot of fires. Some of these other ones are, for example, the North Sea. Now, NASA Worldview is a slow site. The North Sea, these are all the offshore platforms flaring off, relieving the pressure. I'm going to leave this one in a few minutes because it's running real slow. So I'm going to switch over to NASA firms. This is the NASA firms fire map. Who is also slow. One moment, please. Really? So again, each dot, or in this case square, is a heat anomaly, a heat trace, heat detection, and it will give its exact coordinates. You can take those coordinates into Google Earth to see what's there. Oh dear. So while I wait for that to try and reload back up. Yucatan Peninsula, for example. Now, someone got all carried away, used NextLab and radar, and made a statement that there were tens of thousands of fires in the Yucatan Peninsula, including fires in the waters. Folks, if anybody's been doing this for any amount of years, everybody knows that these heat detections are oil and gas platforms offshore Yucatan Peninsula, and they are flaring off as they do every single day, 24/7 throughout the year, non-stop. No fires in the waters, oil and gas platforms. Let's show you an example. Okay, Persian Gulf. One moment. Okay, all these red squares, they're not fires in the waters. Let's go take a look. oil and gas platforms. One moment. Okay. You can see one here flaring off. All over the Persian Gulf. Another one flaring off. Okay, it's hot enough for the satellites to pick it up. On the other hand, here, let's take a look. It is not. So this is obviously a volcanic region in the Red Sea. Red Sea? Yes. So this is a protected area. There are no oil and gas platforms out in this region, and apparently, not apparently, occasionally all these islands are going to light up in heat. It's all a protected area. So this is a new one. And I will look at this in more detail later. Let's continue on our tour. Other examples. It will pick up the heat from industry, oil and gas facilities on land. It'll pick up heat from steel plants, for example, arc furnaces, reheat furnaces, coal facilities. So after many years of doing this, you know what to skip over every morning. I will tell you one thing that is odd. Off the coast of Poland in the Baltic Sea, this guy right here. It's not always the exact location. The coordinates are slightly off. There are no oil and gas platforms off the coast of Poland. I did a geological history of this area here. There is a layer of ash on the seaboard floor in this area, indicating prior volcanic activity, and then including this region, island here. And guess what happened here September, a little while ago? You recognize this area? The Nord Stream incident? Say no more. Let's carry on. Now we have some new fires starting up in northeastern Manitoba. I'll check those later. Actually, folks, let's go check the terrain. So again, click on any one of these. Okay, it's going to give you the longitude, latitude. You put those into Google Earth. Now what I see is I see thousands of waterways, rivers, streams, ponds, lakes. What I do not see: roads, trails, or any other means to get in there by vehicle. And yet, we have several fires starting up. Huh. Look at those later tonight. Let's continue. So again, take your time, do your research. Don't fly off the handle and start saying there's tens of thousands of fires in the Yucatan Peninsula and there's fires in the waters. So, 2 satellites, NASA, Worldview, NASA firms. Know how to use them. Check the coordinates. So for example, Edmonton here, we have some industry here, right? We ignore these. Don't even look at them twice. Keep on going. One more I want to show you, that is windy. Now, this is not a United States firm. This is a private Czechoslovakia firm. And one thing YouTubers are not cluing in on so on the right-hand column, you have all your choices. What do you want to enter into? CO2 concentration, SO2, fire intensity, etc. It'll show you the wind directions and webcams. Tumbler Ridge, I understand there's evacuations going on there. Let's go take a look. So we have some roadblocks. So this is 1 minute ago. And no other cameras in the area. Two minutes ago, obviously a lot of heavy smoke in this region. So there's many tools out there. For example, when we have large earthquakes, you can also check live feeds and see if there's, in fact, any tsunamis coming in. Anyway, I just want to take you through some of the tools I use on a daily basis. So again, there's no fires in the waters, people. All these are oil and gas platforms. They're flaring off. Silly people. One more area. So yesterday, I believe yesterday's video, I did a statement of the Marianas Trench. There was more than the usual one hotspot, and there were 4 or 3. I made a statement, pay attention to Guam. And Guam now has some heat coming up. And it's in the night zone. Maybe not. And sometimes when too many people are using these websites, it shuts down. In any event, this one here may be Guam. I saved the coordinates. Let's take a quick look. Maybe not now, folks. I'm getting overloaded anyway. I just want to take you on a quick tour of here we go. So we also have some heat coming up in Guam. Nope, not now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the tour. So, like I said, I saw a post. Someone got all excited about all these red squares and red circles all over the planet, and they think it's all fires. It is not. Sorry. Okay. Bushfires, yes. Africa, India, industry, steel plants, gas facilities, etc. But also on the ocean floors. Nope, I got too much open. Okay, see you later.